So during the last session, the must say the local police force has been bombarded with a must say has been bombarded with a series of has been bombarded with a series of small crimes. Hmm. These small crimes are a bit too must say are things that they do not seem to have the time or resources to deal with at the moment. So I must say, because of that, um, the um, the students, I'll say the students, the heroes in training, have been um, recruited by the police force in order to effectively do what boils down to um, community service to assist the police department. And I'll say to assist the police department in trying to find out who is the cause of these. I'll say find out who is the cause of um, these small time crimes. Um, upon going to the police station, you were informed of 5 different incidents that the police have on record. Um, incident one. Incident one involves a woman whose newly purchased adopted orange tabby went missing after 11 days of ownership. The second incident, a cow was murdered by an assailant, but the carcass was left on the farm. A new cow was purchased from a traveling merchant. The new cow also mysteriously went missing after 11 days. A shepherd swears that he only remembers having 30, but was occasionally counting 33 sheep. After 11 days, he counted 32 sheep, but eventually realized that he was missing 2 chickens. A herding dog was purchased by the same shepherd in order to guard the sheep and the chickens. After 11 days, the herding dog was gone along with 5 of his sheep. And the fifth
I'm
incident,
noticing a pattern here.
let's see, at the fifth incident, a gentleman reports a newly purchased horse going missing after 11 days, along with some valuable riding materials such as saddles and food. What has been done, what has already been done, is a list of merchants who came into town on each incident day has been listed in the chat right above where you logged in. Incident one had 3 merchants come into town. Incident two had 2 merchants come into town. Incident three, during that time period, 4 merchants came into town. During incident four, no merchants were listed coming into town. And during incident five, 2 merchants were listed coming into town. As of now, um, Moonlit Whisper and Nimbus have visited the first, the victim of the first incident, Delilah Barno. They went there. They talked to the woman about about the missing cat that she just got, and also came to realize that her ring, I say her wedding ring from her dead husband has also been taken. I believe they used locate object, but the object was not within range.
Or at least not within range as of when we cast it, but since it's a concentration.
When
not within 1,000 feet.
It was not in range. Yeah. And that is where they left off.
And now, miraculously, we have more brain cell butts.
So, considering, where would folks like to go?
I believe we were heading to the whatever incident was the next closest one.
Yeah. I believe the one with the sheep.
If it is, that'd be convenient because 3 and 4 are the same guy.
Are you going in order closest?
Physical proximity.
Yeah.
To our current location.
Okay, physical proximity. That would be
That'd be who?
incident
You're picking
3.
up Patty.
Okay. So 3 and 4.
Flint.
So 3 and 4 are the same guy, so that's 2 birds, 1 stone.
Yeah.
That's convenient.
Flint the shepherd.
So we're off to see Flint the Time Detective.
Man, that was a show.
Okay.
Keeping his
you
radar
make your
sense
way-
on for that ring.
Oh, yeah.
All right. You guys make your way to you guys make your way to looking it up on the map and finding your way to Flint the Shepherd. You will coming across a very large field. Very large field with a very large field of grass, and what you can count as what you can now count as 27 sheep.
Hey, there's some missing.
Hmm?
No, I
You
think
will.
numbers are an even less numbery.
He had 32. He lost 5. That would be 27.
Do we meet with the person that's reporting the sheep missing?
That's why we're here, yeah.
You can.
Are they visible?
You will see them. They are actually in like no, it's like okay. Okay. Yes. You will you see them, and in addition to them, you will see someone with them, seeming handing over. They seems to be handing over. You'll see a gentleman counting. Well, some sort of creature counting gold in their hand, as the owner, as who you would interpret as the shepherd, handing over, handing over a fee of some sort to a gentleman.
Suspicious.
That's
That's
a
the
lot of
person they're
expensive
handing the
cloth.
money.
That is the person who he is handing to. He seems a bit irritated, but he is handing the money over to him.
I appreciate the drip, though it's a bit much.
All right, so the sheep guy is handing money over to this guy.
Yeah.
Somebody want to make sure that that encounter looks up and up. Somebody with insight.
I could do that. Is Missouri good at insight stuff?
Hold on. I have would that be like intelligence or wisdom?
No, in your skills box, there's a skill called insight.
Yeah, it's I think it's wisdom based.
Oh, I see. +2.
Okay. I rolled a 25 for insight.
Everyone can roll if you want. Stop anyone from rolling if they feel.
I will be rolling at disadvantage.
Is it because you're hungry?
Very hungry. These apples aren't doing anything.
Wait. I have a juice box and some sandwiches.
Jailbait get here.
Oh, I had insight too. I'm not gonna roll, but
corned beef. Can I take double disadvantage because of fruit?
Okay, did it get my first roll? Because I got a random nature thing. What is that about?
It just showed
Clearly,
up.
you clicked the nature skill somehow.
But I was trying to roll the d20.
Well, you did roll a d20, and it added the bonus for your nature skill to that. So
yeah, you clicked on nature instead of insight. Oh, damn, David.
Okay. Can I ignore that? And okay.
There you go.
Yay!
Okay. Cool. All right. From what you can tell, this interaction is on the up and up. Just doesn't seem like he's wanting to pay it.
Oh, citizens, you don't have to pay it.
I mean, it could just be a begrudging business transaction. I don't know if he doesn't, have to not pay it.
We're about to find out.
I'm about to say the merchant's gonna turn around and a little confused. The shepherd is gonna look and be like, wishing I hadn't done business with this guy. But fair, I'll say it's my own fool fault for letting them go. Still owe him for the damn thing though.
Can the shepherd see us?
This sounds like a Ponzi scheme.
Unless you guys are hiding, then they can see you approaching.
Okay.
So it's a large open grassy field. So unless you're
I was about to ask about the description. Okay.
Facing where we're approaching.
Yeah, like I said, you guys are, and like I said, you're in a large grassy field. There's like 27 sheep. So unless you're doing something to somehow hide yourself, half a foot of grass and nothing else.
You see, I get very low.
I'm like, unless you want to try and sneak up on them.
I got no reason to sneak up on him. We got.
Was it Fenrir is your dog?
Yeah, Fenrir is the dog.
I guess Fenrir could crouch and use the grass.
In 6 inches of grass, he's not that tiny. Even Mickey couldn't hide in 6 inches of grass.
I don't know, Mickey's pretty tiny.
Is your dog like Sammy? Once he gets a scent, he never loses it?
I mean, he doesn't have any special feats for that, but
Oh, okay. I mean, it's still worth a chance.
I mean,
Let's
he's
like
very good
get a
at
real
tracking my
snippet.
scent. I was going to be trying to do that while you guys were doing the talking, since I'm not very good at talking. And since you brought that up, I'll start working on that while you guys figure out how you want to handle this possibly legitimate business transaction.
Mm.
I'll
I don't know if
say
the ranger wants to help me or deal with the
um,
businessman, but
I'm about to say the businessman his his 2 gold and 5 silver. Seems to be counting them to make sure it's actually good money. We'll put it into a pouch. We'll bow like pleasure doing business with.
Halt, sir. I would like to do business with you.
He'll look at you and smile. He was like, "I am sorry, miss. I do not have any of my wares,
Yeah, you can tell
but
me what you have.
well, he will look over at he was like I sell like well I sell what people need. What is it that you need? I might be able to cure.
I need a lot of things.
What were
answers.
those things?
Mm.
Is that what you said?
Yep.
He's so. Mm.
Answers. That is. It's been quite some time since I pay for that. Depending on what your question is, could cost a pretty penny.
I feel like, as a good businessman, you should want to answer my questions for free.
I can answer questions, not just give you questions. I cannot just give you answers to questions that you might have about life. You are young. You must have many questions.
What makes you think I'm young? I could be like ancient, over 100
Doubtful.
years old.
Very doubtful.
You don't know me, son.
Brian, while Artemis is talking to this individual,
Mhm.
could I excuse me, could I like use actually wait, could I use um could I use, I don't know, say a wisdom based um where's it? Where's it? Where's it? Where's it? Intelligence based or wisdom based weavers weaver's tools roll to kind of appraise his outfit and see if there's like signs of shady merchant in the forms of any indications of maybe hidden pockets or perhaps stitching associated with um particular particular shady groups or anything of that nature.
Whisper casts analyze drift.
Um, I'm gonna say you can. Say, yes, you can look at do that. Roll to do that. What you pick up. I'll say. Finner will go sniffing. Will be sniffing around the property. The is he trying to um is he doing that discreetly or is the dog just sniffing around?
No, he's just sniffing around and I'm looking around and not being very discreet at all because, again, we're in theory here legitimately, so I got no reason to hide. And they're talking to him, so if he asks, they can just go, yeah, we're investigating.
That's we were deputized earlier.
Yeah, we got badges and shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So the shepherd will ask. He's like, what the dog doing?
It's kind of from over by the fence or wherever we are, just holds up the badge and ignores it.
Why is the dog smoking?
Paladin business.
So
They'll explain.
wait, he's gonna look. He was like, "What? Wait, y'all got badges?
I tried to tell you didn't have to pay.
Y'all the police?" I'm about to say,
Temporarily.
I don't know about them, but I'm the fashion
temporary.
police.
We've
He's-
been
he's like,
deputized.
uh, Pop must say, he's like, that's weird. Putting kids in charge of the. Is this like a group project thing? Y'all, I'm gonna say, y'all here on community service?
We take extra credit very seriously.
Ah, good to know. Um, the merchant will say, yes, it is very good that the youth become very ingrained in the concept of working together to help the community. What you are picking up, Moonlit Whisper, um, these are I'll say nothing suspicious in regards to these clothes, except for the fact that these clothes definitely belong to someone who has, I'll say, this money, I'll say, these clothes exactly belong to any sort of particular criminal organization. The clothes are very well mannered and maintained, but definitely gives off the air of someone who is not a merchant, stands by his, definitely has acquired this definitely is a, for lack of a better term, kind of a swindler. It's not that he doesn't give you goods, it's just that if anything, you can tell from the way that he dresses, there's always like a catch to the things that he sells.
Swindlers' clothing.
So it
Okay.
is so it's like a legal version. He legally sells bad wares.
Ah,
Because he
okay.
is a bad wearer.
Slash
But
flim flam artist.
So we found the physical embodiment of Wish.
So he's like, so like if he's it's one of those things like you can tell even by the way that he's talking is that he is selling you exactly what he is saying he's selling. Problem is that the way that he talks about it, it is very deceptive on
Ah,
the quality of what he's selling you.
listen to his verbal contract.
But
I sound like I've written a contract.
so it's one of those things like, oh hey, yeah, selling you, wow, great, and then come back and you didn't sell me this. Is like, actually, if you read exactly what I said here, this is exactly what I sold you. And son of a bitch, you're right. I should
I'd
have paid more attention.
I'd argue anyone who talks in legalese should be casting the sleep spell. But okay. I'll a little like kind of subtly
Sleazy
like
used car salesman. Best way I can put
yeah, okay. Well, like subtly kind of glance over if he's not already in my line of sight to Missouri just to see if he's. I, I was uncertain whether he was trying to participate in the conversation or assist or assist a Nimbus in the more I don't know physical CSI investigation part.
I was wondering because, like, okay, I do feel like even though the transaction seems on the up and up, like it still is fishy. So, like, even if like I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with whatever the shepherd bought. So I think I want to approach the shepherd. and asks about what his purchase was.
The shepherd will say, he was like, well, he was like, well, I purchased a sheepdog from this, I purchased a sheepdog from this man to guard the sheep. When I lost my two chickens, turns out sheepdog ran off. I'd say that the sheepdog ran off my 5 sheep. That's just stupid.
Okay.
This gentleman did say that he'd be willing to sell me another sheepdog that was definitely of better quality if I was willing to pay for it, which I just did. So he's gonna have one delivered to me.
Okay. Hmm.
Um,
Did you get a warranty on the sheepdog?
he he's gonna
I like that.
warranty. He's like warranty. He's gonna look at him. He's like, get warranties on sheepdogs. He was like, I'll say the merchant is going to say, I am sorry, I do not have any warranties. I do not have any warranties about my goods except for
Thought
my
you
word.
sold what people needed.
Yes,
People need
I'm about to
warranties.
say, he did not say that he needed a warranty, and all sales are fine.
Well, what if I need him to have a warranty? Can I get one?
If you buy him another sheepdog, then I can guarantee that the third sheepdog
Wait a
shall have a
minute.
warranty on that one.
What happens with the second sheepdog?
This guy just bought his second one. You'd be buying a third one.
Well, the second sheepdog hasn't been delivered, so can we choose the better quality sheepdog from the sheepdogs we have available?
But the deal has already been made. If you
We
were to
bought
buy
a
him,
sheepdog. You didn't say we had to have a specific one, right?
Yeah, that's the
I'll say
point.
he just purchased. He just purchased. He just. I
Yes,
told
and
him
it
I would
hasn't
give
been
him
delivered.
my finest. Yes, and I told him I would give him my.
The
But I can
finest.
also
Well, there
give
can't be
you.
a better sheepdog if you have offered the finest one. There can't be a
But I
third.
can. But I can get you an even finer sheep
But we are getting the
if given
finest
enough
one, so
time.
you have to give him the finest one. You
I will give
can't
him the
up the
finest,
ante. If you're giving the
and
finest, there is no finest.
you are correct. Masa, you are correct. I am giving him the finest sheepdog, and for you, I shall go find the finest of finest sheepdog
I want the warranty.
with a warranty. Yes, yours shall come with a warranty. Because I must say, would you like to purchase said sheepdog?
I just want the warranty. That's all I need.
So you need a warranty with no dog.
Well, I want a warranty on the dog.
So would you like to also purchase an insurance on the dog?
Insurance.
Yes, in case something happens to this dog, I will I will personally make sure that you receive 50% of the expenditure of this dog back to you.
What happened to the other sheepdog? Can we get insurance on him?
It is already gone. You cannot buy insurance on
Why not? Can I get life insurance?
it.
We don't know he's dead.
You cannot buy life insurance. They're all dead, presumably.
But we don't know.
We don't know.
Can I buy the answer to what happened to that sheepdog? Can you find out where he is?
Well, that's a good one. The information was for sale.
He will smirk and smile. That's an must say the police asking me for an investigation. I
You're
will
an
be happy
informant.
I will be happy to participate in your investigation. Let's see. He's gonna look at
Have
he must say
lights on them.
must say you said what?
I was asking Tris, does his character have buttons on him?
I'm sure he's got buttons on him somewhere. Why?
I need a button.
Okay.
He's going to look in. Okay, I'm going to. He seems to be doing math in his head. And he's going to be like, okay, I would like to participate in this. 50 gold, and I will help you find. I'll say, I will assist you in your. I will do everything within my to assist you in your search for this dog.
Would it be within your full level of power?
Depends. I do not. Of course, I would not be. Of course, I would do anything that might endanger myself.
And
I'll say, unlike you, I'm not a. I'm not durable enough to be engaging in such violent combat.
ah, would this understandable? And would this full level of power also include any contacts you may have?
Hmm.
Therefore, leveraging power that is not connected to that is connected to you, but not yours personally.
If I do have anyone to, I would like to reserve the right to keep them a secret.
As to the others, I think we can. I think we can agree to the anonymity of your sources as long as using them is within the breadth of the agreement.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that button and hand it to somewhere on his person.
Yes.
You're you're getting close to him.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the casual, oh, woman's just clumsy and fall into his arms or into his person. Either way,
Okay.
so that I can slide a hand the button on him.
Careful about the antlers.
Hmm. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh well, we might poke him with the antlers too, just to be on the safe side. He'll be distracted more by the antlers than he would anything else, right?
I remember I remember the fey nature of your character. Also, thank you, Missouri, for this wonderful opening.
What's the 19 or 28 for?
That was me.
As you
Right.
say, as you are getting as you are getting close to, you are able to. Must say you are able to put this button on him at the same time. As you get close to him,
Slippery
you
barbs.
feel okay.
I don't like your
Okay.
role.
Why did they
I
ever make this
disapprove.
spell?
I disapprove of your role. I like that 15 a lot better.
That's still a so 27.
Oh wait, was I rolling against the 28?
Huh?
I was rolling
He
against
rolls
the
it at,
28.
he was rolling at advantage. Silvery Barbs does what?
Oh.
Okay. Let's re-roll the d20 and use the.
And use the lower roll.
Okay, so if he has advantage, then what does that turn into? Flat.
No, it means he re-rolls and uses the lower of the two rolls. So if he was rolling an advantage, he's still rolling an advantage, but now he's using the lower of the advantage.
So he's
So his 28 became a
wait a second.
27.
Okay.
I feel cheated.
Because, well, no, I take it back. Rereading this, it will be you pick one die in the advantage because it's re-rolling a singular d20. So she'd be targeting the 28, like she said, and he'd re-roll the 28 and take the lower between the 28 whenever he re-rolls.
It looks like it would be a 27, though. But
Right. Either way, it's a 27, but it's an interpretation, which order of operations thing.
Okay.
So we know for future, if he has advantage, you don't roll that advantage. You just re-roll.
You just roll flat.
No,
Yeah.
you still roll at advantage, and then you. Silvery Barb says he would roll at advantage, and then of the two die he rolled for advantage, you pick one of those to re-roll.
Okay, so you re-rolled the 28, and
Right.
when you re-rolled the 28 at advantage, like
Well, you didn't no, the advantage doesn't matter for the re-roll because you're just re-rolling the 1d20.
Okay.
So the 28
So that was
re-rolls
27.
and re-rolled into a 27, so he now has a 19 or a 27.
Yeah. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, it's less useful when you're rolling against somebody with advantage.
Hmm.
Okay. All right. As you are getting close to him, what is your AC?
19.
Okay. Okay. You will feel. I'll say, as you are getting close to him, you will see this lecherous look on his face, as you can feel his hand almost brush against your backside.
I don't feel anything.
Given my line of sight, can I make a perception roll to see if I can perceive
Like,
what he's doing?
does
Would
it mean
that be
like almost?
passive? I'm not saying that. I'm not saying.
That's a
There-
legitimate question. My passive perception is 16.
Yeah, since they're both doing this very slowly, that would not that would be something that you actively see.
Wait.
Unless you were.
Because he's touching. He does ultimately touch me, right?
No, he tried. I'm gonna say 19. I'm gonna say actually, quick question. I'm trying to remember. If it meets, then it misses, or if it meets.
Tie goes to the attacker. It's meet or
Okay.
beat. So if they rolled the DC
Okay.
exactly, then they made it.
Okay, cool. All right. And you said your AC.
Is 19.
Okay. You will feel something graze across. Say, you will feel something graze across your back.
Okay, would this then be like, since he's touching me?
You'd have
Is
to
that
roll an attack roll
reactionary?
for that.
I have to do what?
Shocking
Attack
Grasp
roll.
requires an attack roll.
Which is built
Okay,
into
because
the thing.
it just says instantaneous. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, instantaneous means it doesn't take like a round or two to set up. It just happens when you want to cast it.
Okay.
But it still requires an attack roll versus their AC.
It fell. Hold on, I have to re-roll it. It's on the floor. I have to get up. Shut up, Titan.
Sweet.
Just
Attacking
me.
attacking the merchant. Awesome.
All right, that is a 24.
Okay.
I'm not attacking the
That
merchant.
would-
He touched me inappropriately after calling me a
Okay.
minor.
Okay. So that will hit. And so what is that?
It's like
17 damage?
No, it's 6 damage.
Yeah. It's 6 damage.
Oh, what's
You
the
get
11?
17.
The 11 was roll 20,
Sorry.
rolling the attack roll for her.
Oh, that's what that was. I was trying to figure out what the 11 was. Okay,
Oh,
it
wait a
makes
sec.
sense now.
So,
I'm on the page.
Oh, so it's already been rolled, or was
No, no.
Because she
I-
clicked on the spell in roll 20, it automatically rolls an attack roll for you. She didn't want to use the roll 20 attack
Gotcha.
roll, though.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
I,
All right.
I didn't know that that's what the 11 was, but I know now for the
Okay.
future.
Okay. You hit him with Masa. You hit him with this lightning. Masa, you hit him with this lightning. He will.
Sorry, men can't touch me in certain places.
Foul wench.
I've been covered.
He'll look over at you. He'll look over. His accent seems to drop.
Yes,
This
I knew you were
Masa,
coming.
he was like, this deal's off. He was like, this deal's off. And so is your warranty. He's gonna look over at I'll say looking over at Missouri.
What did I do?
Hmm?
I didn't do anything.
Your friend just zapped me.
You touched me inappropriately.
You came on to me.
I fell. There was a difference.
You fell into me.
Yeah, and then you touched me inappropriately. You could have just let me fall.
I tried to save you.
Hey, you should know that you're not supposed to grab on young ladies.
Oh, sweet. Good to know. I'm say good to know.
Did he blink out for anyone else?
He did. He blanked out.
I'll say. I'll just
I've
let you
gotten used
face
to the
plant it.
blinking out. As
I'll
you
just say,
should.
he'll like brush like the charred dust off. Whatever. He's gonna look at the shepherd, and he'll say I'll say your new sheepdog will be here a little later today.
Excuse me, sir.
What do you want?
I would like to apologize that you got shocked, though not apologizing for the alleged reasons as to why. I will I will approach fishing a pair of silver pair of silver coins from my coin pouch. I'd like to give you some coin to repair what damage has happened to this admittedly well crafted attire of yours.
Hmm.
And I will offer the 2 silver.
He'll take the coins.
Okay, is that something I need to be rolling against, or
It was a roll.
Just
He
let
will
it
take.
happen. Just let it happen.
He'll take the coins. He still looks kind of irritated. He must say he will let you know. He will let you know, and he'll let you know. He was like he was like I'm feeling a bit unreasonable right now. So I think you'll have to continue your investigation without me.
um as you're leaving, and while I'm trying to get this from somewhere, I'd like to ask you, what is your name, good sir?
He'll say Taz, her friend Taz.
Hmm.
Chad.
Can I make an insight roll um to see if to try to discern whether he gave me his actual name or just a random name.
Sure.
Okay. Hunger compels me to roll at a disadvantage. So, okay, between a 32 and a 31 is a 31.
He's on the truth.
Yeah.
Okay. Tav, you said.
Sorry.
Okay. David is just noticing that this is not in the list of merchants unless I have.
Taff wasn't there.
Really? Under incident 3 or 4?
There's a list of merchants after incident 3 and 4.
There's also he's
incident 1.
the incident
Taff.
1.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Cool. Okay. Just updating my notes. Because I am taking mission notes. And interesting that he was a part of incident 1.
While that's going on, 4. Finger. Finger will walk, sniff, walk, sniff, and eventually reach the tree line.
Remember what?
He will reach the tree line.
All right.
And the scent drops. There is a, I say, he reaches the tree line. There is a faint, picks up a faint smell of smoke, like smoke and burning, but doesn't see anything. But doesn't see anything that was on fire. It's like someone lit a match in the air, and the air in that area just kind of has like a burnt smell to it, and the sense.
Okay, I will start either survival or
Um,
investigation, whichever you deem appropriate for looking for like telltale signs of portaling, teleportation, dimensional shifting, something like that.
Also, after the merchant leave, can we now interview the sheep?
The shepherd, yeah.
No, the sheep.
Can you actually talk to sheep?
She's like, the sheep, did I stutter?
Yeah. And let's not forget, Shannon can shapeshift into a sheep and communicate with the sheep. So she can literally talk to them, and I speak with animals. So
Well, there you go then.
we can interview the sheep now that the merchant's gone. And if we're here, we could probably interview the dog when the dog
The dog is missing. That's the problem.
I'm talking about the other dog that's about to
The
come.
other dog hasn't arrived yet.
I said if we're still here, when the other dog arrives, we
The
can
other dog's not
interview
arriving. The
the
guy
dog.
just said it was canceled because you shocked him for grabbing his your
No,
ass.
he canceled it for Missouri, not for the shepherd.
Yeah, because he straight up said,
Yeah,
I'll be around
yeah.
you later.
Yeah, money was already exchanged. He canceled it for Missouri, not the shepherd. So if we are still here, we can also interview the dog.
Mhm.
But I would
Let's
like to go
interview
speak
sheep.
with the sheep. Yeah, let's go interview the sheep. I think that's 2 mana.
Right, I take it my ring my locate wedding ring spell wedding band spell has did not ping on
No.
okay.
No, it did not.
I was gonna
Might
say if that person strikes again, I can go undercover as a sheep.
Yeah, but they seem to be striking 11 days. I don't know if we have
Right.
11 days to wait.
You can tell that whatever this burning scent is whoever did this obviously did this in order to throw off a space trail.
Well, I'm not looking for a
Um,
scent. This is
yeah,
Nimbus looking for
that,
like actual physical
yeah,
clues, not scents.
yeah. No, that's what I was saying. Your scent brought you over here, but you can tell that like this whatever this smoke scent is was designed in order to throw off the scent trail. But with this, Nimbus, Fenrir is able to pick up. Wait, Fenrir is doing this, or is Nimbus helping?
No, it was Nimbus and Fenrir together.
Okay, cool. All right.
Fenrir was doing like
And,
scent stuff. Nimbus was looking for actual physical
okay,
magical
actual
shit.
physical stuff. Okay. Physical magical stuff. You do real. I'm gonna say you are able to notice something very, very minimal. Um, the the color. I'm gonna say the move. I'm gonna say the makeup of this tree that you were standing in seems to be slightly off. Looking at it closer, you can tell that the bark is split.
Ooh, is that teleportation tree spell thingy?
Could be.
Um,
Oh, I'm not sure if I've been informed. Is that what?
Or you guys are over there with the shepherd, and I'm over here at the tree line. So no.
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, I'm gonna say the tree appears to be kind of disoriented a bit. It's just enough for someone like you and your survival to notice that this isn't the actual composition of a tree.
Fake tree, perhaps.
Now, when you say not the actual composition, you mean like a fake tree, or is it just
Uh,
altered tree?
It's altered tree. Trees. I'm gonna say the tree at. I'm gonna say the tree from like a uh 5 foot from. I'm gonna say from the base of the tree up 5 feet has been kind of.
Okay, you'll start messing with that to see if you can get a better look, figure out what's wrong with it.
Okay, and since you said you were looking for stuff like that, Arcana, I suppose.
Arcana, I can do that.
I'm gonna say to see if you can pick up spell based stuff. And she said that was what you were looking for.
Yeah, signs of magic
There's an
or other.
echo.
I thought I was hearing something.
Who's
What
echoing,
happened?
us or them or Brian?
I don't hear it with you guys, so I think it's Brian.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you now, and I can hear
Yeah,
myself too.
that's you.
So I don't
Does
hear an
no
echo from
one else
Brian,
hear?
but
I hear myself and I hear her.
Is it me?
no.
Yeah, I can hear you too.
No, see, every time you talk, I hear the echo.
And you don't hear yours?
I'm not
Could it be
echoing.
he does have a little bit of echo from the room he's in. Is that what you're hearing?
Maybe that's what it is.
Because I hear hers over the. I hear everyone I hear everyone except for Tristan. So I can hear Shannon. I can hear Sierra. I can hear myself, but I don't hear Tristan.
You don't hear us.
That seems to have
Like,
gone away. Nope, there it is back.
Wait, don't hear us
Um,
as in like we're muted?
no, I hear you, but you're not making. Shannon, say something.
Hey,
Yeah, I hear her. There's echo behind her too,
Yeah, but it lights up on your end.
and you're doing echo too. Um, let me switch to the computer then. Maybe that helps.
He was on the phone the whole time.
Usually, it's easier.
I will be back. I'm just gonna grab some water and a less warm shirt. uh, I am interested to find out what our cumulonimbus cloud has found.
All right.
Yes, I remember Earth sciences a little bit.
Sciences.
All right. Which case? All right. Okay. Um.
Yes.
That's it.
Oh, that sounds so much better.
Oh, okay. Let's see. You realize. Let's see. You realize that the spell that was used. Say the spell that was used. You've narrowed it down to either tree strike or transport via plant. Well, that's a very big difference because one of those has a very limited range and the other one doesn't. Uh, I guess we'll start with tree stride. Um, so we will expand our search radius out to 500, 500 feet from this tree, and see if we can pick up the scents again. Okay. And while you are doing that, for the others who wish to talk to, did you want to talk? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask them if they remember what happened when the other sheep went missing.
Are you just walking out into the field, just talking to the sheep?
Yeah.
Okay. Um, the owner is going to kind of look at you, question Moonlit Whisper, like,
Moonlit
what
Whisper
is
is
she
still
doing?
AFK.
Oh, all right. And Missouri, are you turning into a sheep or?
Not yet.
Okay.
I want to wait and see what she say.
Okay. So you're just hanging back at the moment?
Yeah.
All right. The owner is going to look at you. He's like, what is she doing? Why is she talking to my sheep? Is she interrogating my sheep? Can't talk to animals? What the hell is she doing?
Um, what are you? So what are you asking them?
About the sheep that went missing.
Sheep kind of look at you. They will say that they, I'm gonna say the sheep, along with, I'm gonna say the sheep, along with two chickens and the dog, seem to head towards the tree line. No, I said the sheep, the two chickens, and the sheep and the dog seem to head towards the tree line. And these sheep said that they felt an uncomfortable presence coming from the tree line, so they decided to stay back. I say the sheep and the dog seem to just wander off.
About the uncomfortable presence that shooed the other sheep away, but drew the other sheep to him.
Echoes.
Hello?
Hi.
Okay.
Okay, so all of the rest of the sheep were like, "Hey, this is a uncomfortable presence." But the sheep that disappeared were like, "Nah, I want to check it out." What is the difference? Is something wrong with the sheep?
Did Sierra get really quiet for anyone else?
Yes.
Okay. Just want to make sure because I've been messing with my sound settings. I want to make sure I didn't fuck something up.
I lowered migraine. Yeah, so they sell the sheep. Sheep are trained to come back to the people that sold them.
Asking the sheep, they've all been here for at the same time. They all grew up together.
Was aliens.
Yeah, but
I must say
the new sheep hadn't been there.
no, there were no new sheep. All the sheep are the same sheep. The dog is the only new thing.
So it's the
Oh,
dog.
what if I
The
go undercover as a sheepdog?
We still have to wait
They
11
they
days
already
because it seems to be happening every 11 days, and we just had one.
yeah.
So, okay, happens every 11 days. Like, is it happen during the nighttime or
Yeah.
It seems, yeah, from what we've seen so far, yeah, every 11 nights.
every 11 nights? Okay. Well, good. Did we ask enough questions of the shepherd guy? Like, did he notice anything weird in the 11 days
No, he's got
leading up to the appearance of the sheep?
everybody's ignored the shepherd.
Fix that, Echo.
Well, we've talked to the sheep, and the sheep avoided the presence and don't know what happened to the other sheep. So,
There seems to be an
what?
echo on your end, Tristan.
It's coming from Tristan.
I'm not sure why I would be echoing, but
Every
Is
time
it me?
one of us talks, you're lighting up.
It just randomly started doing it.
Yeah.
Within like the past 5-10 minutes. Within the past like 5 minutes, it just started doing it.
Oh, so since I started messing with my sound settings, okay.
It's been longer than 5 minutes. The migraine started coming on when I first mentioned that there was echo. It had been happening prior.
I'm not sure what to do about it because I have no idea how to use Discord, so I will keep fucking around and hopefully I'll figure it out.
Okay.
I don't know why
Is
it's
there? Hold on. There might be a setting.
Oh, I'm sure it is a setting, but
I'll lower the volume on my microphone as well.
Yeah, that's
well,
why
I've
I
been
lowered
turning
mine
down
because I was
everybody's
like,
volume, periodically.
You like I've come across it. Let me see.
I was hoping lowering my mic would help with that, but
I
and
can't
lowering
hear
the
Sierra
sound
at
on
all.
my,
She's like super quiet.
I know I had to lower my.
And I've got her volume turned up to 200%.
Well, I turned
Can
my mic.
you adjust input sensitivity? Would that affect it?
I can adjust input sensitivity, yes. What do you need me to adjust it to?
Try lowering it a little bit.
Okay, I just lowered it some. Did that help at
All right,
all?
testing.
Hello?
Hello?
All right.
Okay, I can hear you and I don't hear an echo.
Okay,
Oh,
I
now I
didn't
did.
adjust it that much. So,
Okay, let's see. Okay, I
Yeah, I
still
hear
hear
the
my
echo
echo.
again. Noise suppression, maybe? Could we put that on?
I have all that turned
Echo
on.
cancellation.
I've got my noise
Cancellation is
suppression
an option.
on. I could switch it from crisp to standard. It's currently on the default, which is crisp.
See what standard
There's
does.
I could turn off
it
automatic
says
gain
echo
control, but I
cancellation
don't
right
know
under
what.
there.
All right. Yo.
Hello?
Shit.
I
Still here.
hear me.
How's your echo?
Well, I was trying. I don't know.
The only thing I changed was which mic input I was using. So maybe I guess I could change that back.
Possibly.
Echoing.
So I was trying to use the smart one or whatever.
Just let us know when you switch it back.
Input device. Is that any better? Worse?
Let's
Different?
try. Hello?
You lazy
Hello?
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 I don't hear anything.
No, no.
Oh, yeah, we can hear you. Yeah, there's
Okay,
a
so that got rid of
slight
the echo.
echo. Say something, Shane.
Something.
I don't hear anything. Yeah,
Okay.
go get
Like.
my okay. Oh, there you go. Yeah,
So in theory, that fixed it.
And stop.
So what else would you like to do? The new dog will be here later tonight. I'll say later this evening at least.
I will let everybody know.
Okay.
Oh,
I want
go
to
ahead.
talk to the shepherd, but then I also want to well, I guess one thing at a time. But I want to go undercover as a sheepdog. I'm gonna pretend I'm gonna pose as the new sheepdog coming.
Ooh.
Okay.
So when I approach the shepherd, I want to ask them if they've noticed anything weird around the tree line.
He'll say, no, range over there besides trees.
Have you ever been beyond the tree line?
Oh, yeah, that's my property. It's all my property.
So what do you do beyond the tree line?
What?
Do you eat? Okay, so have you tasted anything weird from what you've hunted over the tree line?
The deer tastes pretty good. Want some?
No, thank you. Have you had any strange feelings crossing the tree line, like a change in pressure in the air or something like that?
No, but I mean, none besides like the standard varmints that like to try to make their way up into my property, which I don't appreciate. Occasionally, I have a wolf or two trying to scraggle up in here, get their hands on my sheep. Part of the reason I got the damn dog.
Have you seen the wolf lately?
Well, I hope not. I shot him.
You shot him.
Yeah.
It's a ghost wolf. So okay, did you eat the wolf? Is he on display? What happened to the wolf when you shot him?
Oh, I mean, I shot him. And I left him. I guess his little friends and family came and ate him. It was
So
nice. I wasn't about to go out there.
so there's a pack of wolves gunning for you right now.
Probably. I'm gonna keep shooting them until that pack becomes a solo act.
Okay. That's all I got.
My theory is they give the dog takes a couple of the sheep, boards them through wherever in the tree line, or whatever is in the tree line, and then that's how they make way with the stuff.
Oh yes, I did forget to tell you. The sheep, when you do talk to them, they will say that there was one new sheep that came into the herd that none of them recognized.
Did it come into the herd the night that the other sheep went missing, or
They prior to the dog arriving.
Okay, so now I'm definitely gonna go undercover as a sheepdog.
So
or as the
so
sheep? But
from
what?
must say so from incident two, not incident two, incident three. Um, Flint the shepherd swears he only remembers having 32 sheep, but he was occasionally counting 33. After 11 days, he counted 32 sheep again, but eventually realized that he was missing two chickens. The sheep do let you know that must say, there was one strange sheep that just kept appearing. It would be there in the morning, and it wouldn't communicate with them, but it would eat the grass and do its normal thing, occasionally just disappearing randomly when they weren't paying attention. And then after several sunrises, it disappeared for the last time, and so did some chickens.
Okay, I will relay that information
We didn't get to interview the chickens.
to the party.
Okay. Since I only came in like at the midpoint, I caught that Missouri was wanting to become undercover McGruff.
Yes.
Um, and I got the sense that you guys had some like extra detail as to the exact incident that had occurred.
The scent drops at the tree line, and also that's where the sheep said that the other sheep disappeared, and this dog too.
Okay.
Random sheep that ran.
Did Nimbus find anything about the tree with his rolls?
I found out that there were signs of either tree transport via plants or tree stride going on.
Okay. Missouri, is your plan on being grabbed or compelled? Like, was there a
I wanna
timetable you
watch
wanted to
the
become the sheepdog?
I wanna watch the rehearsals if the weird sheep reappears, or if maybe possibly a weird sheepdog appears, or just if one of them decides to stray away, I would follow them.
Okay. Let's see if I have anything here that would be helpful for you in that, but you are the master of shapes. Um, hmm.
I feel like I would have to pretend to leave so that I can really sell the fact that I'm the new dog. And maybe somebody needs to keep an eye out for the new dog so that they don't.
What are you gonna do to the new dog? Go kill it?
Well, shouldn't we travel out into the woods first if the trail picks back up?
That's also a good thought. Um, hmm. I know you. I know you and Nimbus good. Are good out in the wilds. At least, if Nimbus's claim of rangering is as much as he says it is.
I mean, I never claimed to be a ranger. That was
Oh, was that you, the player, saying that?
she's the ranger.
Okay, I thought you mentioned something about being
I'm good at survival, so I can do pathfinding and that kind of thing. But I'm not a ranger by any means. Oh, paladin, I guess.
In either case, the two of you are good with wilderness things, so that sounds like it would be good for the two of you to do that. Missouri, if you want, I can keep an eye out around here while you are being undercover.
I would
Yeah, but
appreciate that. Thank you.
don't dog be cover sheep.
One second, I can barely.
Yeah, hang on. I got to turn CR all the way back up again. Yep, there we go.
Yeah. There's still a little echo sometimes when we get loud, so I have to keep mine down because migraine is now killing.
Yeah, I got you at 200%. Still can't hear you.
I can barely hear you.
I can hear her, but she was talking about that she had to lower the volume so that she could deal with the echo because it was causing her migraine.
Okay. Um. Okay. What was their response to the thought?
I mean, okay.
Huh?
I feel like I would have more of an alibi. Well, I guess maybe the shepherd really doesn't care if his sheep magically grow or shrink. But he's expecting a new sheepdog, so I feel like I would better blend in.
Yeah, but if the sheepdog are in cahoots with the random that's in on the territory that magically appears and then appears at random, then we need their dog to in play, random dog, because there might be a code or like a hand signal or sound that triggers events, and you might not don't know those. Dog in the random sheet that magically appears and disappears is the one leading, well, not leading the sheep, but it is also taking sheep with the dog and the chicken into the tree line. Doesn't seem to communicate with the other sheep, kind of comes and goes as it pleases.
Well, even if the other sheepdog comes back, they're still expecting a new sheepdog.
Oh, he's bringing a new sheepdog.
The merchant, yeah.
Yeah, he's bringing one later.
So if the other sheepdog comes back, he will find a sheepdog either way.
No. He's purchasing a sheepdog from the merchant. My theory is that the sheepdog is the same sheepdog the merchant purchased before, and that the sheepdog and the random sheep that magically reappears and disappear are in cahoots and are leading the other sheep into their demise or whatever.
I feel okay. I see what you're saying. I feel like the sheepdog would expose that, right? Because if the sheepdog is in cahoots and he sees a random sheepdog, he's like, "Wait a minute, you're ruining my plan," and he'll come for me, right?
Or he'll run.
He did that before. I will be a sheep.
We don't yet because we can go check out this first. It's not going to happen during the day. Got time.
Well, but the new sheep, the weird sheep, he showed up before the disappearance. He was hanging out and being a part of the number.
Yeah, but the new sheep came and went. Like it would show up and then disappear, and then show up and then disappear, and show up and disappear, and then it showed up and then finally disappeared. It made frequent visits before it ultimately moved out of.
So, okay, do you feel it's better to actually just watch the night they disappear or to kind of observe the behavior leading up to the disappearance?
I think we could just observe the behavior for now, and if a random sheep appears, then we will toss you into the mix as a sheep. But we should definitely check out woods first.
I feel like that would raise suspicion because if the weird sheep shows up and he's like, "All right, there's like 27 sheep and I'm 28," and then all of a sudden there's 29 sheep. Where's that 29th sheep come from?
But that's what the shepherd said. He said he had 32 and then he had 33. So he knows about the random sheep increase. We would just tell him
Yeah,
that.
but
Hey,
the random sheep is not expecting more sheep than it is supposed to be there.
well, and when we see the random sheep, that's when we let the shepherd know, hey, we're bringing you a sheep to make up for the fact that you lost a few sheep.
Well, what I'm saying is if the random sheep is in cahoots, he would know that there's not supposed to be an extra sheep there.
Yeah, he would, because we would tell the shepherd that we're giving him a sheep, giving him you as a sheep to make up for the loss of his other sheep.
I feel like I would raise an eyebrow of the weird sheep.
Trust that bridge.
Understood.
And I think you got your underwear. You got your underwear. Yeah, it's in the hall. Sorry, you're tight. Yeah.
I mean, are there chickens available to interview?
There are chickens that you can talk to.
Can we talk to chickens?
You can talk to as many chickens as you want.
So, okay. I wonder if the story is the same with the chickens. Was there a weird new chicken? Did the wait? We need to ask the shepherd if new chickens showed up.
That's fair. It was a sheep. Did he randomly have more chickens than he had originally had before?
No, he just seems to have been losing chickens.
Okay.
He's been steadily losing chickens.
Eventually
Well,
realized he was missing 2 chickens, according to the incident report.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
I was gonna say he's a terrible chicken farmer.
Which means you could ask the other chickens if they saw what happened to the 2 missing chickens.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna ask them.
all right, so you're gonna go interview the chickens?
Yeah.
Okay. They seem a bit irritable when you try to talk to them, but they do talk to you, but you can tell they're a bit snappy and annoying. Wherever they are, they definitely don't like you.
Why don't they like me? Why don't you guys like me? I'm friendly.
I'll say.
Well, I don't know if I can speak chicken, but
We
can we use some charisma? See how they feel.
Sorry, I'm just thinking, oh, fellow chickens.
I'll say, assuming you're just speaking chicken to them, they do seem a bit. They do walk to the other side of the pen, but they will talk to you, but they seem antagonistic.
Me?
Yes,
Why are chickens being so mean?
your kind eats us.
Fair.
Don't worry. I don't eat chicken.
Still, stay over there.
Fine. Well, asshole.
And you said you're going to try to be persuasive with the chickens?
Yes, I've got.
Okay.
Hold on.
May I grant a hungry bardic inspiration?
Yeah.
Either animal handling or persuasion. Whichever one you prefer to roll.
Provided the bardic inspiration can stick, with just a comment, you can be the best chicken you can be. Just don't
I
get
think I
cooked.
want to go with persuasion.
And you, with the bardic inspiration, you can add a d6 to that if you'd like.
Okay. E6?
And that was for
Take this toy from Titan. I got a migraine.
Oh gosh, I rolled a 1.
Take this toy from Titan.
Okay, so it's the 1 plus whatever.
3?
Wait, so your d20 rolled a 3?
Oh wait, I thought I was rolling a d6.
Yeah, you rolled a d6. You also have to roll but you have to roll either animal handling or persuasion.
Okay.
6 was a bonus on top of your.
Oh, whoops. I did it. Whoops. It wasn't responding.
That's okay. So 11 plus 1, 12. You are just to them. They seem just as repelled as you. You are just as much of an enemy as the horned one over there.
No.
Antlers count as
Well, I tried.
Wait,
The night that your two friends went missing, we're trying to find them, that we can bring them back to you, one piece. Do you
They were,
recall anything weird happening?
they were probably eaten by your kind.
Beautiful, beautiful, foul creatures. I need to know the night that your two friends went missing. What went down?
We were sleeping. I'll say we were sleeping. There was a rustling. We were sleeping. There was a rustling, and one of your kind came in and took two of us.
What did they look like?
It was it was dark and there was a panic. We did not see.
Did chicken smell?
I mean,
Not really.
Because
that's a good
if they
question.
smelled what that person was again, would they recognize it?
I don't think birds smell.
No, chickens themselves don't smell, but their waste can create an odor. No, chickens don't smell.
All right.
Apparently, a fin
As far as they can tell, a human-shaped object. I'll say a
took the chicken,
a
but
you
a
person.
keep in the dog.
A your person shaped, yeah, thing came into the chicken coop. Took two chickens.
Do they as in female? Or your person as in male?
Look, they're chickens. They're just like you're all the same. You're all bipedal.
Have flat chest.
Yeah, they don't know the difference between you all.
Okay.
They're chickens.
I wasn't sure if chickens would know, by pitch of voice or something.
Yeah, their intelligence score says otherwise.
I didn't know the score of chicken. It could have been like Chicken Little, and
Look,
they could have been like completely intelligent, or like,
I mean, look, as far as they're concerned, all of you cryptids look alike.
yeah. So a humanoid creature took the chicken, but a magical reappearing and disappearing took the sheep. Magical.
Have you noticed any weird chickens?
No, I'm gonna say it. Our numbers do not replenish like the sheep.
So you noticed
I'm gonna say there was an extra. I'm gonna say there was an extra sheep. Then there was not an extra sheep. Then there was an extra sheep. Then there was not an extra sheep. Then there was an extra sheep. Then there was not an extra sheep. Then there were two less chickens. Then there was no extra sheep. Then there was a dog. And then there was a dog. And then there was still a dog. And the dog took care of the sheep, did not care about us chickens. Dog took care of sheep. Woke up next morning, dog and sheep are gone.
Okay. So did you notice anything evil about that weird chicken? Like, did the weird chicken the weird sheep antagonize the chicken?
Weird sheep stayed in field, did not talk to sheep. Sheep tried talking to new sheep. New sheep would not talk back. New sheep just ate grass.
Do you think that the new sheep ate a weird amount of grass, or was it just like normal sheep grass?
What is
Amount.
weird amount of eating?
Like,
I'll say food is in front of you. You must always eat the food.
So, I mean, it only ate grass, but did it only eat grass all day, or did it like eat grass and then kind of stare into the void a little bit?
Not sure. Sheep was weird. He just did not talk to others. Sheep did not act like part of the collective.
Did you ever see weird sheep sleep?
Lost sight of weird sheep in the cluster. He slept with, I say, weird sheep slept with cluster. Did not keep eye on him because our eyes were closed. And I'll say, it does not matter. We are safe. I'll say, we are safe in home. Sheep are not
Now,
threat.
okay, you think the dog looked after the sheep. Did
Yeah.
you notice that any of its behavior changed when it disappeared and reappeared?
Dog never left and reappeared. Dog sat. Dog sat. Dog did good job.
Did the sheepdog ever interact with the weird sheep? What was his response to the weird sheep?
Weird sheep was gone by the time dog came.
Okay.
Weird sheep showed up. Weird sheep left. Human, and you people thing came and took two of us. Then sheepdog, and then dog shows up. Dog takes care of sheep. Then wake up one morning, and dog and many sheep are missing. Now we think new dog coming. New dog will take care of sheep, possibly chickens.
You'd like a new dog to take care of you chickens too?
Dog might eat us. We do not like the dog. The dog is not much better than the U-shaped creatures.
Well, chickens look after themselves, right? You guys don't want anybody bossing you around.
We just don't we do not wish to be eaten.
Too damn bad, Grandpa.
I got a clarification question. Missouri, did Missouri not transform into a chicken to talk to the chickens?
I'm gonna wait until it was closer for the thief to strike again.
Okay, okay. Because I was just kind of thinking, I wonder if they'd be more amenable to talking to a chicken than a humanoid.
I thought so too, but I feel like they would be suspicious because they're like, chicken number never changes. So I'm like, oh, so you're gonna be like weird new chicken. Who's that?
Okay.
So, do you guys want to stay here until the new dog shows up and then hang around here for 11 days? Do you want to move on to the next home?
Well, I definitely don't want to wait here for 11 days.
So if we have 11 days, it sounds like we have plenty of time to kind of do things and come back.
Yeah, well, I mean, say we don't have to stay here.
By the way, your search of, while all that's going on, your search of 500 feet does not pick up does not seem to pick up an exit point on any of the other trees around here within that range. Takes you about 30 minutes with your speed and capabilities to be able to realize that there was no exit point on any of these trees.
It says they have the
The
longer
trees,
range one.
I'll say the trees that as you go in wouldn't be large. I say if they use that large tree, you would assume that they would need a tree of size that's closely proportionate to that.
Yeah,
And
they need a similar or larger tree, which should narrow down where to look some.
yeah, and you don't see any trees like that, not for quite a ways past 500 feet. You probably have to go about 3,000 feet before you saw another tree that size.
Well, that's still a search window at that point.
Uh, how distant are you?
I had gone out to 500 foot from the tree I had found that had signs of being strode through, and now it sounds like I'm coming back.
Okay. I'm just kind of thinking. It's like I kind of observed what Missouri and Artemis were doing, and I was wondering if I'd be able to, what you're doing to try to lend a hand. I believe this area has been described as fairly open.
Yes, open grassy fields. Basically a wooden fence to keep the sheep in. Like one of those makeshift, like wood planks, like wooden fences.
Well, if you don't mind, Missouri or Artemis, I'm gonna see if there's anything I can do to help Nimbus. Um, the smile on Whisper's face is clearly kind of attempting to cover up either some kind of distraction or something that's been nagging at him. But he will go and head over to Nimbus unless one of the two of them, stops him. Is their mic still good?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like, wait, what happened?
It, hmm. Any luck? Nimbus?
Yeah. I'm guessing we got a druid or something, because I got a tree here that was clearly strode through in some capacity.
Hmm.
Looks like a long range one, but based on what I'm finding.
I hmm. I knew a nature shaman real well once. Maybe I can help out. Hmm. Hmm. Um, you mentioned it was grassland. What kind of trees are these? Are these like fruit bearing trees or anything?
Um, they mainly just kind of seem like standard. I'll say like your standard fare trees. Roughly about like three, about three maybe 4 feet wide.
Okay.
Probably about like 50, 60 feet tall.
Okay.
There are a handful of large ones, but they're near like the front of the tree line. And then, all the really big ones are roughly within about like 20 to 30 feet of the tree line. Then it kind of thins out a bit
Okay.
because the trees were so large that they pretty much just kind of, they kind of create like a bit of a canopy to make the rest of the trees um, significantly smaller than the ones in the front.
Okay. Well, if I could be shown where the tree strode tree might have it probably is. Okay. I am wondering, um, can I use Arcana on the tree that looks like, plant teleportation was used with? Can I use my knowledge of Arcana to try to determine like maybe a vector or a range um, through magical knowledges that clearly David wouldn't have, but the character may.
Okay. You said you're trying to get some. You said magical knowledge of.
Um, I, I'm wanting to see if I can use Arcana to examine the tree that looks like the plant teleportation power was used on. To
Yes.
see if I could discern like maybe like a vector or a distance using signs that the character may know, but obviously the player would have no idea what to look for specifically.
Okay. You. Let's see. Go ahead and roll Arcana then.
Okay. Um. Um. Nimbus. I'm trying to look for these kinds of things. Could you give me a hand?
Guidance
Okay.
and assist, but
Okay.
got and
Okay.
yeah, that was implied.
But I can now roll flat. Uh, Guidance. Um, I cannot. I cannot. Inspiration myself. So let's see how this goes. 1, a 2, a roll. Woo! Roll
Nice.
20 did not screw me.
Holy shit! Look at you go. All right. Um. You. You can tell with that roll, they definitely. Um. They definitely have gone farther than. I'll say they definitely seem, from what you can tell, definitely seem like they have gone farther than this area. They have more or less jumped, more than likely jumped all the way to wherever the hell their base is.
Can I tell whether that's within the domain or city limits of Ardent? Do I have any
Um,
idea of
it is, from what you
anything
can
like that?
tell, this this sort of thing probably has left hard.
I think you said it's left Ardent.
It's more than likely left Ardent.
Was I able to discern a vector, meaning um the exit point was somewhere like due north or due east or something like that? Or is it not high enough for that?
No, you're not able to pick that up. Um, it is outside of the city walls, so you are able to pick that up.
Okay.
I say it's definitely left out of the city. Um,
And it gnaws on his lip for a
I
few
say
moments
you,
before
I say you
stopping.
are able to pick up that. It seems to be following. I say the mana from this tree seems to go through a. I'll say the mana from this tree seems to go to seems to go lead to the gate. I'm gonna say the best you can pick up is that the mana from this tree seems to lead through some roots and go fairly close to the entrance gate, or as close as a tree can get to the entrance gate.
Okay. Well, as far as I can, as far as I can tell here, they went past the Arden walls, but the vector, um, he says, trying to mildly show off some thesaurus words. um, um, was heading was at least towards the Ardent Gate. Um, unfortunately, unless Brian wants to correct me. Unfortunately, from what I recall, when we were out camping, pretty much beyond Arden is a forest outside of the farmlands.
It sounds right.
Yeah, is that accurate, Brian? That
Yeah,
outside of Arden's agricultural area is just forest.
yeah.
Okay. So really, what we found out is they tree strode some general direction towards the Arden Gate, likely to any tree in the forest beyond. Of which we know that at least goblins were traversing when we were out there. Were we given a? Didn't we a session or so ago? Were we given a map of Arden and the surrounding area, or is that something
Um,
we will just have as current residents?
I'll say I'll say you have a map of Arden and the surrounding areas. Best is what you could have. Remember mostly only the military has a decent map of where to go in the surrounding areas.
Um,
I'll
as
say people. I'll
oh,
say
sorry.
the casual map for standard people is very, very minimal.
Um, well, as students of the
so
academy, are we essentially military trainees?
Yes. In which case, your maps are a little better than others, but they're not like deep, close, like oh hey, for your eyes only type stuff. Is
Okay.
like they want to
Okay.
train you, they want to have you guys become very well prepared, but at the same time, they also don't want you just dying because you got too overzealous and ran out the front door, and then some out there murders you.
Okay. Sierra, I thought I heard you for a
I would
second.
like to
Did you want
point,
to say something?
yeah, I would like to point out too in my backstory, I was out in the wilderness.
Yeah,
So
out in the wilderness, I'll say I'm like you would know your way around a bit more than others.
yeah,
Um,
that's what I'm saying. This with my knowledge, the
you can
area.
assist in your knowledge of this. There are it's a fairly expansive area. There are a lot of areas that you more than likely didn't travel to because of the inherent danger. Could be a bit easier since you have numbers now.
Well, if I may, with between the map and Artemis's more detailed knowledge, if they were heading to some kind of hideout, I'd imagine it would be probably something closer to ruins rather than say a treehouse. That's just kind of an assumption on my part, as proven by ourselves. If you're just camping, then um, Goblin Slayer goblins and stuff can just kind of find you. Uh,
Yeah, I can. Map. Do we have a general direction, or are we just kind of guessing?
it looked like it was heading towards the Ardent
That's
Gate,
it.
so somewhere in
Yeah,
that general direction. Oh, sorry, Brian. Did I cut you off?
effectively. No, I'll say effectively, yeah. The tree seemed to have led. I'll say seems to lead to some sort of tree near the front gate, and then from the front gate, left out more than likely. And if it left out the gate, it could pretty much just be anywhere.
Oh,
Okay,
oh,
so
so
did they hop
they
out
left
on
on
a?
foot through the gate.
More than likely.
Okay.
can track that. Just go and track it.
So is that what you guys are gonna do? You guys gonna go track?
Missouri, do you have any additional thoughts or ideas? I know you were wanting to
If we,
stake the place out and all, but
I was gonna say if we can track, we should do that. I mean, why? We could wait for them to come to us, or we can come to them and surprise them.
I think going
Up
to
to
them might
you.
be
You
better,
have
only because it's faster.
I'm about to say you have two plans. You can wait for the dog to show up and then talk to the dog. You can wait to see if anything happens here on the farm. You can go to incident. You can go to incident 2 or 5.
Yeah, I'm interested to see where we could track the culprit.
if this forest part of the dog. 5 newly purchased horse going missing after 11 days, along with some viable writing materials such as saddles and food. And by food, I assume feed.
All right.
I
So,
guess we can do that somehow.
are you guys?
I-
Must
I-
say you guys are choosing the tracking.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys are heading out. Before you begin your tracking, did you guys want to stay on course for going down the list of things, or are you just going straight to tracking?
Well, with those merchants, I don't think we've tracked down the merchants
Hello?
to discern anything from them.
I think we haven't looked to the merchants at all, except for that one guy.
Can you hear us, Brian, or are we not being picked up?
Hello?
Oh no. Okay, can anyone hear us?
They should
I
be able
can
to.
hear you. Yeah. You said you were going to do what?
Well, I was commenting interesting to agree that I don't think we've actually sought out the listed merchants to vibe or anything off of them.
Yeah, I think I missed something.
Okay. I was asking while you guys were, if you guys want to try to track them down, did you want to continue on your pathway towards different incidents, or were you just like skipping the other incidents? We're gonna go track this clue.
Well, part of me thinks that if we stray to do the other incidents, we won't be focused on the one that we have set to track. But then again, they could be interconnected. I mean, Tristan said that 3 and 4 were the same person. So maybe we should visit 4 and see if we can get more evidence or
Well,
clues.
4, it's like 3 and 4 are the same guy because 3 was his sheep missing, 4 was his dog missing.
I'm happy with whatever the party does.
So we've dealt with both of those in theory.
Okay. All right. So, all in favor of going on an expedition to hunt this down? Hello.
I heard you.
I said I'm a dream.
That's what I was saying. I was like, all in favor of going to hunt this thing down on an expedition?
We have enough information. We think we can do that.
And the other option would be to continue on to the fourth place.
I'll say you can either go. The next one on the list would be incident 2, and then if you continue, then you will reach the last person, incident 5. You can skip all of that and go straight towards the front door.
Okay. Does our tracking goes by incident 2, then we might as well pop in and say hi if
Okay,
our
because
tracking leads us there.
that's fair. So if it takes us
And then
by
we can
incident
kind of put it
2,
in the back of our
that
mind,
lets us
hey,
get
this
more
is going
information.
on there. And also we're trying to figure out who's stealing sheep.
Incident 2 looks like a cow murder. But was it premeditated?
All right. So I believe that's unanimous-ish.
Stop talking.
Yeah, I can't tell if their mic died or if they just stopped talking.
I think we're just quiet. Yeah, I think we're good. Do the tracking /5.
Oh, I thought incident 2 was on the way.
Well, 2, whichever one the next one on the way was.
Yeah, the cow murder. Because it was murdered by an assailant. Oh,
All right.
but it was up on the
In
farm.
which case, anything you wish to say to the farmer before you head out?
Bye, fellow.
An eye on those sheep.
Hmm?
Tell him to keep an eye on his sheep. He's got to be the sheepdog now.
Let them know we'll be back. We might have more questions, but we think we have a lead. We also have a suspect because Pav is in theory the guy he dealt with before. So old lady didn't remember which merchant it was, but now we know which merchant they were dealing with in theory.
Yeah. Didn't sense the ring on him though, but could have filtered somewhere else, or be
Right.
at his desk or
Which
something.
I'd say, or we
case,
could have offloaded it.
for Nimbus and Havoc, are you guys done with your investigation?
It sounds like we're done with our investigation in this area for the moment.
Hello?
Oh, what?
Weird.
Can you not
Okay.
hear us? No? For some reason the mic is not picking me up. 1, 2.
Hello?
Hello?
All right. I think that's you.
Huh?
Okay, we can hear you.
Oh, good. All right.
All right.
Yeah, I think we're done in this area for the moment, it sounds like. So we can move on.
Yep. So in which case, that's the reason I was like, are you going to go track the new, track the scent, or, I'll say, see if you can track the trail, or are you going to move on to the next person's house?
Well, it sounded like the consensus was to track the trail, and hope that and since it seemed to go in the direction of the cow murder, so maybe stop it by the cow murder to talk to them on the way to tracking the trail.
Only one person.
Only one person. What?
Made a vote.
Well, I mean, we made a vote, but apparently you guys didn't hear it. We were saying, we were fine with tracking, but the implication sounded like that. We passed by cow murder or whatever number 2 was on the way to the tracking.
Yeah, I believe Shannon was like, well, if we can hit one of the others on the way too.
Mm-hmm.
I believe was what I
Yeah.
believe it. It sounds perfectly reasonable to me.
Yeah. Whatever the next one, whatever one is on the way to where we were trying to go. Yeah. So that count as a vote.
I can't hear anyone, but
Well, nobody else saying anything in theory. I mean, Sierra was in theory talking, but I could not hear her to save my life, and I've got her cranked up to max.
Maybe we can put a poll in the Isekai chat.
You don't even put in the Isekai chat. You can put it in the voice chat here.
Sarah did not have a vote. I don't know what Ryan's waiting.
I was wait. Oh, okay. I mean, I was waiting, but one, it was kind of hard to hear, folks, and two, I was just trying to make sure I had a solid vote. All right. So, which case, you guys will make your. I'll say you guys leaving. I'll say leaving the farmland, making your way to. I'll say making your way towards. I'll say making your way towards the. If I remember correctly, the seeing if you can hunt down this tree that these people escape. I'll say that these culprits escaped.
No, they said they wanted to stop off at the last place.
Ah,
If it was on the
Okay.
way, if it wasn't on the way, then we can just go straight to the.
It is on the way, but off to the side.
Okay, well, if it's a detour,
It's the equivalent. It's the equivalent of if you were going down Broad Street, but these people were at like Bowtie Cinema. So it's
okay, so it's a small detour, but we in theory have a very good lead with the whatever it was, right?
so far.
Provided we can discern their tracks from everyone else going through the gate.
Okay, so worst case we backtrack and since the place will be right near where we are. Yeah, I think we can just go straight to the tracking or whatever it was.
And as you are heading to the last home, I must say the last incident of Lucas Mende, you will, I must say, as you are making your way there, you will pass by someone who is who is looking at you, smiling fairly heavily, and seems to be on their merry way.
Merchant type?
Yeah, it's like, oh, hello there. Doing.
Hello.
Ah, my, aren't you too handsome?
This was kind of more glancing around, exhibiting some less some nonetheless find focus, but we'll try to refocus on this individual. And kind of note. I suppose so, though we how how may we help you?
Oh, well, there's none that I need. I was just making my way. I was just making my way out of here. Um, it was like this gentleman seemed interested, and this gentleman seemed interested in purchasing a horse. So, begrudgingly, she'll point to her cart in the distance, as there's one horse where there was where there, you can tell based on the way that it's set up that there were two horses to pull her cart. I think my little baby will be able to make do. We'll just walk a bit slower, make it scenic.
What you want for the other one?
And she was like, "Oh, well, I can't sell both of them. If I can't sell both of them, I wouldn't be able to go anywhere.
I mean, where do you need to go?
Anywhere." I'm like, the world is my oyster. And without an animal, I'd have to carry all my stuff.
Okay.
Ooh, what kind of stuff you got?
Whisper is like immediately kind of jostled by the wording of "the world is my oyster."
Um,
Does she look like a native or a summoned person?
she looks she looks like a native. I'll say she looks like a native. Um, seems less worried about. You can tell definitely has less of a worry about the state of things.
I find that highly suspicious.
You can do an insight in order to try and figure out more. Um, when you ask, the things I have. Well, um, I have these lovely earrings.
Earrings? Why did you sell your horse?
Well, because he asked for a horse.
I asked for a horse too.
Yes, but I had two then. If I give you one, I'll have none.
Why do you go off selling your horses all willy nilly?
He offered a lot of money.
Ooh, how much?
Um, he paid me a solid 250 gold.
You can buy you another horse. Give me the one you got.
But I have to be able to get my things to the next town. I got to be able to get my things to where to go buy horses, because this gentleman has horses and he just bought one off of me, and I can't buy a horse back from him with the money he just paid me.
Horses, and you gave away the last of your two horses?
Yes, because one horse is enough to be able to pull my cart.
But he already had horses, and you
Yeah.
didn't want to let the first one go.
Well, I didn't want to, but there was a lot of money.
I don't understand.
I only need one horse in order to be able. I only need one horse to be able to pull my cart. I'd prefer two, but with this money, I can go buy a horse somewhere else, probably someplace cheaper. So that way, I still have two horses, and I get some extra gold out of it.
Are you headed to get the second horse now?
Depends on how the day goes. If the
I
day
mean,
goes
what's
wet,
on your schedule? What are you doing in between now and the second horse purchase?
hopefully not being mugged.
What?
Okay.
You did just reveal that you have 250 gold on your person. That's not wise if you don't want to be mugged.
I do have 250 gold on me. You're not muggers, are you? I'll say she'll look at the badges. Are those fake?
Well, if they're real, we are most certainly not muggers.
Hmm, that's a relief. Insight. What was the insight for again, David?
It was finding her being okay with us traveling the world as highly suspicious, given the Demon Lord and the Dark Army, and how ardent is
You
the Bastion.
you as bad as this is going to sound, she seems to have come to terms with the idea that she's not going to survive. You get the sensation that she's okay if she doesn't survive this, if she doesn't survive the war with the demon.
Why is she so tight about her horse?
Because she wants to hold on to what she has. Are you? She's gonna say, "Why do you need a horse? You seem pretty fit."
We're about to track something.
Ooh, you can't do that on foot. I can let you know right now. Horses aren't exactly good tracking animals.
You can't sell stuff on foot?
I'm selling it on foot. I'm walking back to my horse.
You can't pull a cart on foot.
Oh yeah, no, I also can't pull my cart on foot. As you can see, she like kind of holds out her arms and just kind of like lets her like chicken her like her triceps just kind of flat. It was like not exactly the most I say don't exactly have the strength to be able to pull my own cart.
How did you get all the stuff in the cart?
Oh yeah, I must say paying the local young children.
Well,
Oh,
why
she,
not?
You get
Why not rent a horse?
well, I can't rent a horse if I actually plan on leaving. I don't want to live in the city. If I rent a horse, then I'm gonna have to give it back right before I leave out.
so you
Uh,
just have a cart full of earrings?
no, there's other things. I was just looking at you. I thought that one of them might look good on you, but I have other things. I have books. I have
Got any
books. I have.
sheepdogs?
Hmm?
Got any sheepdogs?
Who sells sheepdogs?
You got horses. Why don't you have sheepdogs?
I had these horses originally weren't for sale until he made me a price that was very difficult to refuse. No, I do not have just dogs. No.
You have any sheep?
She's gonna look at her card and be like, no.
What do you have?
I'm telling you, I told you I have books, I have jewelry, I have shoes, I have fine bundles of cloth.
Do you have any books that I would want to read?
Depends. What do you like to read?
Surprise me with what you think I would like to read.
Hmm. Hmm. Do you enjoy sleeping?
I do on occasion.
Okay. Then I believe I have a book that can put you right to sleep.
Is it gonna put me to sleep because I don't want to read it?
It will put you to sleep because You will love it so much you will wish to want to dream about the book.
That sounds sketchy.
That sounds like an off-the-cuff sales pitch.
It will be
Don't
so
buy it. It's really old
intriguing.
English.
It will be so intriguing that your brain will immediately start to formulate complex thoughts in which you are the main character.
Okay. So, on the other hand, what's the worst book you have?
Asking the real questions here.
You said what's the what now?
The worst book you have.
The worst book that I have. Hmm. She'll go over to her cart, kind of rifle through. This is the absolute worst book that I have, and she'll
And
set it
what
down
is
on
the worst
table.
book?
The worst book. It is. I'm gonna say. Do any of you open it up?
I'm looking at the cover.
Okay. There's nothing on the cover.
Read us something from page 17.
That'll be easy. She'll open up the book, and then she'll say, and then she'll close her mouth, and then close the book, and she'll say, "Okay."
Like, okay was the word on the page, or okay, you're done reading the page?
I'm
It
done
seemed
reading
like
the
the
page.
gasp was on the page.
Gasp was on the page.
And then
No.
closed the book.
I was going to read, but then I couldn't.
Why couldn't you read it? You don't know how to read?
She will hand you the book.
Well, is it free?
No, she will hand you the book so she can see why. Do you open the book?
No, I don't open the book.
Okay.
I don't want.
This is suspicious.
Does anyone want to see the book?
Artemis, you love books. How suspicious does this one look to you?
So no one wants to open the book. If no one seems to want to open the book, she will go ahead and put it back. She was like, "Yeah, but this book right here, it's my favorite."
You were supposed to read from 17.
I did.
You said you couldn't.
Yes. I read as much as I could of it.
Okay. Is
What's the
page
title of this
9
book?
easier?
It can't get much easier. I say it can't get much easier than 17. She open up to page 9. She'll raise a finger as her mouth is open as if she's about to say something. Then she'll shut her mouth and turn about saying, close the book back. An amazing read.
You read nothing.
She's a troll. She's trolling us.
I told you, you asked for the book that was my least favorite, and this is my
Shouldn't
least
be
favorite
amazing
book.
read because you told me it was the worst book you had.
It is the worst book that I have.
You're the worst reader of the book you have.
Then what is the title of the book?
There's a reason why it's the worst book that I have.
And you won't
Let's
tell
take
us the reason, will you?
A good salesperson wouldn't, but you're allowed to take a look and see why it's the worst book I have.
Okay. May I?
Is there anybody around watching us?
If
Not
she's
that
still
you can
offering
see.
the book,
Yes.
I will take it. I will open
Okay.
it. I'm guessing it's blank.
Opening it to the front of the thing. Written in very poor common. The greatest book ever. Ever is spelled wrong. I'll say ever is spelled wrong. Looks like a child wrote it.
Oh, you're really thinking Kids Next Door when you mentioned ever was spelled wrong.
You turn the page. Chapter 1. It's the story of the greatest hero ever. He wore the best armor and had the greatest sword. He was invincible. No one could touch him. He was so great. I love this guy. He was amazing. and he beat the Demon King. The end.
It's self-insert fan fiction.
Okay, well, it's not
Um,
blank like I thought. It's just
the
dyslexic as hell.
The
I
remaining,
thought it was like cursed, and that if you opened the page and read it, something would happen to you.
I'll say there's only something on the inside. I'll say on the first page, and then the second page of what I just said, and then every page after that is blank.
Ah, I was right. Okay.
Oh.
Hence the reason why she said this is the worst book I have.
Mm-hmm.
Who gave you this worst book?
A child traded it to me for a very nice seashell that I had.
And you accepted it? What kind of
But
business are you doing?
the business of making people happy.
You know what would make me happy?
What would make you happy?
A horse.
Mm. If you have something of equal value to a horse, then I would be willing to trade with you a little later.
I have to wait?
Yes. Are you gonna pull my cart? I mean, she's gonna look at Nimbus, and I say she's gonna look at you Nimbus and Moonlit Whispers. Like, you three look fairly strapping. If you all want to pull my cart back into town, that'd be great.
It's full of empty books.
No, there's also more seashells. You asked for the worst book. I showed you the worst book.
Yeah,
How many of the other books you have are just like this book?
Well, uh, I haven't read them, but I know where I keep the worst books. Um, the rest of them are fairly common literature, common fare, but one of the best things about it is that a lot of these books are original print, not remakes.
So we got empty books, seashells, and
Old
earrings.
old books, earrings, clothes, shoes.
Are these clothes pre-used?
Isn't everything in this world used?
You didn't make it yourself?
Excuse
So
me, not
I'm,
every
I'm a
not every piece of
merchant,
clothing is
not a
pre-used.
seamstress. I'm gonna say I'm a merchant, not a seamstress.
Well, I mean, sometimes you got to start your own business, you know? That's how you get people to go to your cart and not somebody else's. You make your own clothes.
Well, sometimes if when you're a traveling business, you luck out and you run across nice, wealthy people who are willing to buy some books and shoe shells off of you.
You're telling me you get nice clothes from people with books that only have 2 pages written in them?
Well, not everyone who tries to get things from me is a child.
You know of decent sized untouched settlements outside of Ardent?
Well, it's whoever I run into. There's been a couple of bad times. Like I remember at least about a year or so back, I was wandering around and these these vagabonds ran up on me. They stole everything I had. Start back from scratch.
What was the most valuable thing they stole from you?
Hmm. My cart.
The cart itself, or what was in the cart that made it
Oh, I read
valuable?
Hearts. Okay.
Well, the carts are pretty expensive. Everything else that was in the cart is I'll say the value is subjective. Everything that was in the cart, it costs as much. I'll say it costs as much as either I say it costs, or it costs as much as what it actually costs. Who knows?
I
But I
mean,
do, but I do know that carts cost a lot. That's not arbitrary.
So,
In
I
doing,
mean, if all you lost was the cart, then it shouldn't have taken you that long to rebuild what you
No, you
lost.
do not. I was wait. No, you do not sense the wedding band, David.
okay,
Yeah, jewelry was mentioned. Lots of jewelry was mentioned, so I was wondering.
Yeah. You said what now?
I feel like you wanted something from us, and
I
now I
wanted
feel a little disappointed.
I wanted to make a sale. You all look like you were fairly wealthy and fairly well off.
So, do you only target the wealthy, or do you target children?
Target the people who have money, and I say, and I try, and for people who are poor, I try to make reasonable offers with, and for people with money, I try to make advantageous offers.
Okay, so if I look like I have money, but I'm actually poor, what would you offer me?
Hmm. Well, if it turns out that you're actually poor, I suppose that the best thing I could probably offer you would be advice and maybe a free book.
A free book?
Free
Is
book,
it
because
empty?
no, why would I give you the worst book that I have unless you
Because
wanted it?
it's free.
Oh, yes, but make it I say making sure that people are properly educated is a very important thing.
Okay. Well, then, what was your advice?
No, you have to take the book and read it to see what the good advice is.
Oh, I thought you were personally giving me the
So,
advice and then a book.
Oh, no. You can either get advice or a book.
I'd rather have the advice.
You'd rather have the advice?
Yes.
She'll smile for a moment, and she'll smile for a moment, and then just kind of lean into you, and you will hear with a bit of a seasoned and like dark, um, dark, horrifying tone. The world is never what it appears to be.
I think I felt that when I met you.
She'll lean back and smile.
So, what's really in that cart?
You're welcome to rifle through it. You do have badges, as long as you don't take anything.
I might need to confiscate it for evidence.
You can't take. Look, I know what you can and can't do, and that's. I say, are you the cops or the Gestapo? She'll back away from the cart and be like, feel free to search it all you want.
I'm not searching your cart, but since you seem to be pretty well traveled and do business with a lot of different sorts around here, um, any knowledge of any druids or druid groves outside the city? That's where we're going, right? Outside the city.
um, presumably that's where our lead takes us.
Is that anywhere near here outside the city? Have you done any business with anyone like that?
Oh, those dirty little tree huggers.
That sounds like a yes.
No, I mean druids in general.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, so, people who deal, druids, people who deal more in more natural magic, anyone like that.
Mhm. Filthy herbalists.
Why do you say that?
Momentarily looks ruffled before recomposing himself.
You are very clean.
Sorry, they don't shower and using their dirt medicine in a jar in
Mental
order to
note:
try
make
to.
OCD druid.
Hmm?
Is that mental note? Next character: OCD druid.
Using their little dirt medicines. The epitome of rub some dirt on it and you'll be fine. Ugh, they disgust me.
This is
I'll
from the
say,
lady that trades seashells for empty books.
hey, my seashells have showered and have at least touched water.
Dirty water.
The sea is lovely. But I'll say, but these shaggy grassroots cretins, I've seen quite a few, more than I would like to say. As a matter of fact, I'll say, as a matter of fact, one of them, she'll say, as a matter of fact, one of them, one of them came into, one of them came into town. One of them came into town with me. I'll say one of them came into town with me recently. I'll say I'll never forget that. I'll never forget that foul stench.
Oh crap! It was Tarkin.
How recently was that? And any idea where they went or where they were coming from?
But, they went far away from me, and that's because I went in the opposite direction. Wherever they were going, I wasn't. I'll say, oh, by the way, I do sell colognes and perfumes.
You missed your business opportunity with the druid.
I would never sell anything to one of those poor bastards.
You remember right about where you picked them up?
Hmm?
They came in with you. Where'd you pick them up?
You said, where did I pick them up?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, you said they came into town with you. Where'd you?
No, they arrived here at the same time I did.
I'm sorry. I thought they came in with you versus just showing up at the same time. Okay.
Oh no, I'd never be caught I'd never be caught dead riding one of them.
Do you happen to remember what direction they came from?
They appeared, I'll say, strangely enough, seemed as if they just kind of appeared near the gate. And I was making my way into town. Then the scent, repugnant, unwashed scent of beetroots and cabbages and tree bark and sage.
From what we know of the area, are there any trees big enough to meet the criteria near the gate?
Yeah, the entire land surrounding the city is.
Okay, I wasn't sure if there was like a specific one. Okay.
No, it's
There's
just
a grand tree.
I'm gonna say there's giant trees. I'm gonna say there's like trees everywhere. It was like once you basically get like about 200-300 yards away from the city, it's just trees all around.
Okay.
I'm gonna
So
say
we have-
there's the mountain behind you, and then there's because the city has a mountain face behind it for safety, and everything from the city outward is just trees for a
Okay.
long time.
So we have Tav, the suspicious merchant, and now Unknown, the suspicious druid. Can you at least describe them for us beyond stinky druid? Male, female, tall, short, gnome, elf,
Oh.
treant.
Hold on. Must say, oh, trust me, I know him. Sakun. Sakun was his name. He must say, he looks every bit as much of a miscreant as a druid could look. I'll say, dirty clothes, dirty robe, dirty beard, dirty face, dirty gear, dirty wares.
That's one of the merchants of the girl, right? Securn?
Yeah.
Okay, he's showed up in incidents 1 and 5.
Everything about him looks like a filthy beggar. More, I'll say, more of a vagrant than a merchant. If you could do me a favor and shut him down for good.
Your reward is handsomely?
No. Isn't that your job, is to get rid of the filth?
Well, at the moment, our job is to deal with some theft, but if it happens to coincide with getting rid of the filth,
I'm pretty sure he stole something.
What did he steal?
I don't know. He's a druid. He doesn't work.
yeah, but they also don't believe in possessions, so
Mm,
theft doesn't make
likely
much
story.
sense.
Well, they don't believe in possessions, but I wouldn't be surprised if they took other people's possessions to sell it to get things that they could consume.
I'll find out. That's all I've got. You guys, anyone else have anything?
So you would help us? Well, if you wanted to get rid of this druid, would you help us?
Oh, oh, no, no, of course not. I would never hire you to kill a druid. What
I
are you
didn't say
talking about?
hire. I just said help.
I would never help you kill a druid. What?
I didn't say
What?
kill. I just said fine.
Yeah, you said it, not me. I would never. No.
What?
What?
We are supposed to be helping to bring justice, and I asked you for your assistance because you don't seem to like the druid very much.
No. Yes, and and you mentioned killing him for free,
I
and
never said kill.
you sure? Because I could have swore that I wish I heard you say
I
that.
said what? You're either helping or you're not. We can keep going if you don't want to.
I feel as if this is entrapment, and that I would like to have a lawyer before I say something that incriminates me.
I can shapeshift into a lawyer. It'll
Oh, he's a
cost you
beast.
250 gold for my consultant.
I think that would be a conflict of interest, but I've given you a name. Um, he wandered, must say, if I remember correctly, uh, must say, if I remember correctly, I think, must say, I think he was wandering, must say, he seemed as if he was heading, must say, he seemed as if he was heading towards, must say, he seemed as if he was heading in the direction towards the, he was muttering something, dirty little druid mouth. Uh, one moment. Uh, something about cats. Really weird.
Something about cats. That would fit with the first victim.
But yes, must say, shambled on. He shambled into town. Must say, shambled on into town, muttering something about cats. I didn't want to be anywhere near him, so I just kind of left. Went on about my business.
We're done here, unless somebody else has something. So thank you for your time.
But you're welcome, Mase. You're not going to steal my horse, are you? And if you are, can you at least pull my cart back into town so I can go buy 2 new horses?
You can steal your horse. I've got my own transport.
Are you going to buy a horse?
I can eat a horse.
That she's gonna look at you and like, why would you eat a horse?
Huh?
Why would you eat a
I
horse?
said that out loud.
Keep doing
Did
that.
you, did you want to buy this horse so that he could eat it?
You're fine with your horse. I'll be heading towards the direction of Wildflower.
Okay.
All right, let's see if we can pick up the trail of dirty, stinking druid.
Okay. And with that, as you are heading to see if you can find the trail of dirty, stinky druid, we will call it there.
Okay.
I don't know what I was expecting, but I'll say I don't know what I was expecting, but I was like, somehow, I was like, you have found a separate way to go about this mission.
More brains equal more routes.
Still the same. I say, um, this is almost the equivalent of you remember we left that bay. You remember we left the bay hatch open, right?
Remember left the what?
Remember, we left the bay door open, right?
This is almost the equivalent of that.
I want to know that story.
Since old David's original Star Wars game, he made us go through this whole ancient dungeony complex thing, and then when we left out through the hangar door and didn't close the door. So when we had a later adventure that called us to go back there, it was like, okay, cool, I'll make you run the dungeon again. I put in some new traps, and we was like, we left the door, the back, the exit open, right? We can just go back in the way we left. And he's like,
And like, what? Well, shit. No one would have been here to, close things. Oh yeah, I guess it's still open.
it's not automatic.
Yeah, because the base is kind of defunct and trappy, which is why it was, there. Like, oh well, okay, skip to the end. Like, it was great.
I love it.
You knew that just leaving the back door open to the dungeon would be great.
I was like, fine, make a potting roll to see if you land correctly.
There's like, I gotta make something happen. Gotta earn this somehow. Maybe at least you crit fail the piloting roll.
The tension is so high right now. Oh, you just land, okay.
I halfway expected Dave to be like, no, the gate's not open. There was a cave in.
And
Like,
thanks to
there was a
tonight's
cave
session,
in,
I think I got my
but
audio
something
mostly completed.
happened. There's plant overgrowth. Like, we've only been gone for 6 months. How the fuck did plant overgrowth get over top of the entire hangar bay? Right, but you guys are doing. You guys are doing a great job. I'm assuming that since the path that you were on will help you. Depending on how you do this, you will either skip a few things and jump straight to the end, or you will discover something and then go to the end.
I hope we don't skip the discovery because I don't want to miss out on XPs and shit.
No. I mean, this is definitely one of those, like, if the mission is complete, I consider everything else complete. I'll say it's not going to be like, oh, it's like you skipped the discovery and just went straight to the end. And I mean, the XP is based on mission, like solving the crime. So how you solve the crime isn't necessary to your success.
This one was really gnawing on Moon's nerves.
Like, how dare you talk terrible about druids?
I don't see what his whole deal is, or her whole deal was.
He doesn't like druids. She was like, I'm guessing she hasn't had great experience with druids.
Well, if Baldur's Gate 3 has taught me anything, a lot of people don't like druids.
Is it because of the bear?
I remember the entire Druids Grove arc. Everybody's like, "Fuck the Druids!" I was like, "What did they do?"
One druid was a dick. The rest of them seemed fine.
Even then, she was, again, just that. She wasn't evil. She was just a dick. She was being pragmatic. It's like, oh, we got to kick out all the refugees so that we can protect ourselves. It's like, yeah, I mean, that sucks, but I understand where you're coming from.
Doesn't make it any better.
Yeah.
Still the bad guy, but at least a understandable bad guy.
Also, as a associated but slight aside, Shannon, it's good. It's good. It's good to have you back in the session.
I'm sorry I missed last time. It's just that I had work the next morning and I was like, oh no.
Yeah, no, I can really get it. I can really get real life things taking precedent.
I'm glad, Masa. I'm glad that you were here, and I hope that Masa. I'm glad that you got to participate, and you seem, Masa, and harassing this person seemed like a lot of fun for you.
Yeah, it's like what's the suspicion? Yeah, okay. Considering that, right? Am I leaning too much into the world right up with that? Do I need to simmer down on it?
No, you are welcome to. It's fun.
Okay.
I'm like, it adds to it.
I may go down like a random line of questioning, but I'm just trying to feel the vibes. Like, what is this person like?
I'm gonna say most of these people, yeah. I mean, they'll answer a good chunk of your questions. Just be like, hey, this is what I want. This is what I expect. This is what you should do.
Those chickens were rude, though. I'm like, they're chickens. They're ornery, and they aren't exactly the most intelligent. I mean, chickens are very weird. So they're minus. That's why I expect them to be interesting. They should have all kinds of stories.
Yeah. Let's see. So I mean, so they're not exactly the most likable. -3 charisma. -3 charisma. -4 intelligence. So they're dumb and unlikable.
-4 intelligence is actually semi-high for an animal.
I believe 6 is like roughly what dog range?
Well, they have
dog range is lower than that because Fenrir got upgraded to a 4.
I'm not saying intelligence.
Yeah, normal dog intelligence is 3.
Okay.
Yeah, chicken intelligence is 2.
Which is the equivalent to a hawk/falcon, which are, in theory, pretty smart for an animal.
At least trainable. I assume their charisma might be higher.
It's as smart as a bear.
Not saying much.
I mean, bears are. I wouldn't say they're stupid. They're semi-intelligent.
I'd probably put bears at like maybe around like raptor intelligence, so they can figure things out.
The dog in D&D, yeah, charisma is way better for dogs.
Yeah, well, they're supposedly the bestest boy and all that. I understand the lack of charisma. I'm just saying their intelligence for an animal is not bad.
So if I had turned into a sheepdog and interviewed the chickens, they might have been nicer.
Possibly because they view you as the protector, but their current impression of a sheepdog is like, oh hey, sheepdog, it protects things. Oh wait, the sheepdog's gone, and so are the things that it was protecting. Guess this isn't that good.
Does your shapeshifting stuff allow you to assume individual people or general people?
The doppelganger power she gains through the class allows her to become specific people in appearance. She doesn't get their abilities or anything.
Huh.
But she, so like a changeling, she can look like them.
Okay.
Right. Well, in which case, I will be going. I hope you all have a wonderful night.
Same to you all.
All
Good
right.
night.
I'll say later, everyone.